Good day, Colorado Post. Christine Mack, the chair of the SME Committee for Arrest Control Tactics, and the members. First of all, thank you for your hard work and dedication to keeping our cadets who are trained to be peace officers safe. I'm Bill Gardner. I'm the retired police chief for Grand Junction, served 33 years as a peace officer in Colorado, and now I'm the director of the Western Colorado Peace Officers Academy here in Grand Junction, Colorado. I've brought you here today to see if you can approve a new training facility for our arrest control tactics and instruction for this coming spring semester of January through May 2013. Unfortunately, we had short notice that the Mesa County Sheriff's Office Jail Gymnasium, which we'll ordinarily use, is going to be shut down for repairs and remodeling. So, on the advice of our arrest control instructors staff, who have conducted training for the Grand Junction Police Department in service in the particular facility you're about to see, we're going to request that you approve the Whitman building, which is a branch of the Museum of Western Colorado, and which is actually an old schoolhouse. And in this old schoolhouse is an assembly hall that we feel will be ideal for arrest control and self-defense training. We'll start here. We're in the parking lot. A beautiful large parking lot that will easily have enough space for all our instructors and staff. And I'll later mention this is also an ideal place for an emergency response if necessary. Also, I'd like to point out that we're merely 2 blocks from the new Grand Junction Police Department, 3 blocks from the newly remodeled Grand Junction Fire Station 1, where a large number of ambulances and technical rescue personnel are available to respond to this location. Let's begin our tour. Let's go on in the east entrance and let's see what this facility looks like. So here's the entrance, and we're inside the Whitman building in the approximate 40-foot hallway with the east entrance and west entrances. Immediately to my left is the men's restroom. Right over here is the women's restroom. So we have great bathroom facilities for the cadets. Just up the hall is the museum office, and we've got a hard landline in there, so we've got a great form of telephone communication. Let's go on down the entrance hallway to the assembly room of the Whitman building. This is the alcove that leads into the main assembly room where we'll actually do the physical training. But the great thing about this alcove is, again, we have an emergency exit right here, and in this alcove the cadets can store their gym bags, their lunches, their coats or jackets, and they're out of the way. They're nowhere near the training that's going to be coming on. Let's go on down now into the main room. So here we are. We're in the Whitman Assembly Room. Now the total size of the room is 40 feet wide and 80 foot long. This is the west side of the room. The back is the east side of the room. We're not proposing to use the entire room because of the pillars, the supporting architectural pillars. What we're proposing to use is the 30 feet between those pillars to the wall and the 60 feet from where I'm standing here to the back of not the total back of the room, to the area where equipment is beginning to be stored. 30 by 60 feet gives us approximately 1,800 square feet of training space. Now you see here that there are tables and chairs. That works out great for us. These are folding tables and stacking chairs. So we can do our lecture portion of the class right here, utilize our screen for our PowerPoint presentations, utilize our podium for our lecture. And then when we're ready to begin the lab portion of the class, the students can fold the tables and stack the chairs on this side of the room. And then this again creates the 1,800 square feet. Now our mats that we use are 10 feet by 20 feet in dimension. They're trifolds, and they are our regulation wrestling mats. What we plan to do with this 1,800 square feet, if you can visualize it, is we will take 6 of these mats and line them up horizontally so that they will fill to the back of the room. Then we'll take 3 mats and we'll line them up vertically, so to speak, And that should make a pretty good fit in this room of 1,800 feet of usable training space. Let's go into our safety plan now. First of all, exits. We have 4 emergency exits in this building. There's one in the very back of the room. There's one in the alcove I've previously shown you, as well as the 2 entrance exits in the front lobby area. Let's talk about communication. All the instructors, but particularly the lead instructor, will have a cell phone, and we will have the hardline landline phone in the museum's office. So communications are covered. In terms of ambulance staging, that parking lot has ample room for both ambulance staging and for patient loading. And again, the convenience of being 2 blocks from the police department, 3 from the fire station, we really could not have a better location for emergency response. Finally, in terms of our protocol for using this room, my biggest concern are these pillars. So what we're going to do is, number 1, we're going to pad the pillars if necessary, and we're going to make sure the instructors limit the number of students they feel can safely be on the mat at any one time. We have ample room then on the sides for students to wait, to rotate, and get their turn. Well, I hope you've enjoyed and learned from our tour of the Whitman building and the old assembly hall. Again, officers have trained in this building for many years on my watch as the Grand Junction Police Chief, so we know the building does work. We hope that a safety plan we've come up with is adequate for you. And on a final note, there could be not a higher concern for me for the safety of my students. We'll monitor this building and we'll use it to the best of our abilities. Thanks for your understanding of the short notice and request because of the circumstances we're in. It's Bill Gardner signing off for the Western Colorado Peace Officers Academy. Thank you.